In this episode, we take on maybe one of my favorite Colorado trails, Halfmoon Creek. It has pretty much everything. Great off-roading, amazing hiking, you know, for low for your feet, stunning alpine lakes that are second to none, and they serve up fantastic fishing. But of course, a trails and cocktails segment. Alright, so we're at the Mount Massive Trailhead parking lot right over yeah, which is also where the trail starts. Great staging area if you would like to air down, which is probably a good idea. It's not terribly hard at first, but it's good for the tires, smooths out the ride, and I get to air down these bad boys for the first time. Interested to see how this new combination does. So this is exactly what you want to see. So this would be the start of Halfmoon Creek Trail. And let's see how the big rig goes. And talk about one heck of a way to start off with an amazing view. One of the first campsites might entice you to put down stakes early, and I wouldn't blame you. Right off the bat, you're gonna come across plenty of campsites, and a lot of them are way down by the creek, which is really sweet. If you have a full-size rig and are looking for a Colorado car wash, this might be the trail for you. The first third of Halfmoon is a pretty standard issue event. A little narrow between the trees and boulders, but nothing to worry about. Just endless views and possible campsites should be on your radar. All that comes to an abrupt end when you stumble upon this obstacle. It is pretty much the gatekeeper. Vehicles like this Ram with a little lift and 35s won't have much of a problem. For the big boys, it's just cheap entertainment. I'm not saying a stock 4x4 or an all-wheel drive Subaru can't make it up, just make sure you have your camera ready. We got an actual obstacle. Let's see how the truck does. Now how's this for a combination? Waterfall, truck, and a little bit of an obstacle here. I like it. So glad my brother got to go first, so y'all can see the silver struggle bus do his best and maybe get a C- on the old report card. Those of you that have been following along will know this truck is new to me. I've never wheeled anything but a Jeep, and besides the rims, this Titan is stock, and all of that is about to show. You would like to think I would have taken a better line, knowing that this beast has the breakover angle of a passenger train. Viewing my disgrace from the outside, it's easy to see my belly is anchored on the rocks like a walrus during mating season. A minor adjustment might have saved me this video embarrassment, for once with my clothes on, and it's a miracle I didn't snap anything. Einstein and his definition of insanity can go kick rocks. Next up is a lot more wet and a little less wild. Alright, down into the creek we go. I got my brother on camera duty, so if it doesn't look good, don't blame me. That rock. Problem is here is I haven't lifted this thing yet, so everything makes me nervous. Guess you got skids for a reason, right? Those paying attention will notice that I magically got ahead of the Ram, or after seeing that large truck splash through this puddle, I would look rather pathetic, so I might have switched the clip. I was scared! Yep, insult to injury. 3-point turn in the middle of a creek. I always say it in all my videos, but no matter what you drive and how old you are, if you're a boy or a girl, water crossings are always fun. The problem is, when you have a full-size 2500 on 35s, a lift, it makes a creek crossing look like nothing. But I can't tell you this water is super warm. Really warm. It's coming from up there. Little scenic area. And as you can see, the water didn't even get that ram's goatee wet. Ugh, my pride. Seriously, who put my locker next to the big guy in the changing room? After the creek crossing, the trail kicks it up and starts gaining elevation at a rapid pace. Pretty soon, you'll be hovering around tree line. With less pines blocking your vision, the views start to become rather amazing. No matter where you look, the jaws belonging to the jagged ridges have you surrounded. But of course, you can still be a kid, since there are plenty of water crossings that just beg for a little extra right boot. The trail is rather easy at this point. Just keep an eye out for the rogue boulder.
One of the series I want to do this summer is off-road as high as you can to the, to the side of a 14er, and then hike the last 1,000 feet up or 500 or whatever it is, and you're like, count it, we did it, we're at the top. Bring like a 12-pack of beer and a chair. Man, it's like every time I think about like leaving Denver because it's so freaking busy, and like going with Colorado, it's expensive. And
right at this point, we saw that the best campsite in Colorado, okay, bite me, was taken. Don't worry, we get it the next day, aka the next episode for y'all. But for now, we backtrack to Plan B. This is a much more enjoyable situation than most Plan B experiences. Speaking of which, we have a date with a hike to some alpine lakes, and there's no time to waste. Colorado Off Road Enterprise. Here is the second entrance to Mount Massive Trail. And boo! Right at the start of the trailhead, you get this memorial. Pretty cool. I'm gonna come out and let it be known. Since this is a new, open-minded world, I may look like a skinny, in-shape individual, but on the inside, I identify as a fat guy playing D&D, eating the full variety of Hostess products. Don't you dare shame me. In other words, this hike is kicking my ass. Alright, so go to the right, we're gonna go to the summit. We're gonna go to the lakes, go catch us some fishies. Not that you aren't sold already, but the views just keep getting better. Eat these, you're gonna have a real good time. Phew. I feel like the guy from American Beauty filming the plastic bag. Europe, prettier and prettier. This hike, for most of us, screw you Mike, gets grueling and turns into a beautiful death march, like most marriages. I guess we're getting there? But it is freaking beautiful. Uh-oh. Oh, it's a wild mountain beast. There you go, Dewey. This is awesome. The last push before the big reward. Not that this isn't pretty cool all on its own. And let the bass drop. How special is the color of this lake, and in this setting, hard to beat. I need to apologize for the Bush League drone footage. A bad update to the app means I can't see anything the drone sees, so I'm flying blind. Missed a lot of great shots, but I'm trying my darndest. And now what the three of us have been waiting for. Hope I don't lose too many of you while we geek out with some trout in this picturesque location. Mike nabbing the all-important first fish of the trip might not mount that one on the wall. A little bit of icy cold rain and the fishing really starts to heat up. At this point, my brother Matty couldn't help but show off and put the rest of us in our place.
Oh, that is a pretty freaking fish.
Understandable. There's a Matlock marathon he needs to catch. Yep, Ray Charles at the controls of the helicopter. Can't see a thing. You just come for it. Doing my best impression of a Bill Dance largemouth bass video. Or was it Jimmy Houston? These trout rival tropical reef fish with how vibrant their colors are.
Gotta go. Yeah.
Nope, that's not the same fish over and over. He's just absolutely killing it.
It could be. He's a stout.
Bring him over. Utilizing your 4x4 to access the backcountry allows you to set up a rather flash campsite while also opening doors to unforgettable locations like this. For those of us that rather not hike from the first parking lot, off-road rigs are not just a kick in the pants. They can be an invaluable tool that help you experience these unforgettable moments. This was the big bad boy of the day. At a high alpine lake, a stout fish like this is worth being proud of and deserves a beer.
Need the quintessential fly fishing shot. You ready?
Yeah.
Let me know if I got it right.
I like that's on video.
Oh, okay.
Well, when you're swinging a camera all day, there isn't much time to fish. So, here is my only catch of the day. Nah, I'm not bitter. Dewey, a used dog, has never been fishing before, so his furry little mind is blown.
These are kisses.
Between his love affair and the GoPro, I can't even land this poor fish. And the result is pretty much a priceless, passed out little piglet.
So they have their own little backyard.
All right, so everybody's favorite part of an episode is another segment of Trails and Cocktails. We just got done hiking part way up Mount Massive, which is a 14er, to go hit some alpine lakes to catch some fish. I caught one. These guys kicked ass, took names, so I'm gonna be hearing about that. But you know, coming back, you know, it's always nice to have a cold beer, but I feel like we could do something a little bit better. So came up with a cucumber Ricky, which what you need for that is mint, lime, gin, ginger beer, ice, knife, muddler, stir, and of course a freaking cucumber. So it's just gonna be a lime, you know what? I got it.
Where did that come from?
What the hell? And you know what? It's just extra flavor, it's fine. All right, so now you got everything established, what you're gonna need, start cutting everything up and make sure to wash things accordingly. All right, start off with the limes. Probably roll them, get them a little soft. This table's totally clean, like don't even sweat it. And you know, you don't have to like travel out to the middle of nowhere to make these drinks. You can make them at home while you're watching these sweet videos. And we're gonna find out if Dewey likes cucumber. The cucumber. All right, if you want to impress your friends, and you don't want it just to be like standard cucumber slices for your decoration, you take little edges off the side, like you're at some fancy cocktail bar. Slice these up. You probably want a few more for garnish. All right. So you're gonna throw in some cucumbers, some mint, a couple of these limes. I've learned to do this off the table. I try to be professional, ignore these flies in my face. Like I'm trying to do some UNICEF commercial. Pick that up later. You're relentless. All right. Gonna muddle these up. That should be good. Of course, a little bit of gin, because it'd be pretty boring without it. Looks good enough. And some ice. I'm really just ignoring these bugs, holy crap. Stir that a little bit. Then, top it off with the ginger beer. Do one more stir. Get all the goodness around in there. And because we are fancy out here in the woods, a little garnish. Yeah, there you go. And that is a cucumber Ricky. And I think since my brother caught the biggest fish, the most fish, and anything else?
I think all the species of fish.
And that, just a general all-around badass. He gets the first sip. All right, let's see. You get some extra flavor from that cucumber?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is so good. I like it, right?
All right, I'll make a couple more for the rest of the crew, but that is a cucumber Ricky. After a long, hot day of hiking, whatever you're doing outdoors, great way to cool down, and I think your friends will really appreciate it, and tune in next time. Thank you. With some tortillas, got some cheese and cilantro.
The aftermath right there.
Making some tacos. Fast forward button to the best part of a camping trip. Campfire, favorite people, and frosty beverages. If you remember back to the first episode at Dinosaur Monument, these two take their cornholing quite seriously, and not a lot has changed since.
Oh, what the?
We'll bleep that.
Oh!
Oh! On camera! On camera!
Okay, let's do it.
And remember, what's your goal? Things get real hot and spicy in the next episode as we tackle the rest of Halfmoon Creek. Along the way, we explore some amazing mining ruins, keep ourselves alive, and enjoy one of the best campsites I've probably ever been to.